one after you've got LGD, 2, 3, 4 is kind of very close.
I think when 4am come in though, I think it would be difficult to argue that if they play to a good enough standard that it will be like of any order, like LGD 4am Vici, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are some quick picks, and we finally get to see a Magnus.
And there's the Omni Knight. I was just about to say, they didn't ban the Omni Knight.
Yeah.
Vici loved DY on the Omni Knight. Doesn't need to be him on the Omni Knight necessarily, but that's where it's been pretty much except for one time.
Well, I love seeing this when teams go through their first phases really quickly, because what that usually means is that they've practiced openings and things.
Mm-hmm.
So teams know what they want, right? Like, they will have thought about all the different scenarios that could come out with first phase bans and everything. Mm-hmm. So Aster, they know that they want the Mag Monkey King. Vici, like, okay, well, we know they're probably going to go for this Mag +1, probably a Monkey King as well. So we're going to take the Omni Knight, which we really like. And like we've said, is really good against these heroes that offer that raw physical damage.
Yeah, it's just a little taken away from that sentence for a split second just because the ban didn't show up, but it's Beastmaster that got banned for Vici.
I was about to say exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I just saw Timber come up, and I was like, guys. But then they've got this Rubik as well as the Omni Knight, and they've been really loving this Omni Knight for DY. But on top of which, I feel like we have this conversation every single time. PYW on the Rubik, he is so good with this hero, and I'm excited to see him on this hero once again. Especially, you got Magnus first pick. I'm already setting the over-under at 2.5 on how many times he gets to steal RP.
I mean, these Rubik players are honestly unbelievable. There's been PYW, there's been Bovaka, there's been Jinq, there's been... Didn't James play a really good Rubik?
And James played I would say he played a better Tusk than he did Rubik, but he still played an impressive Rubik. So,
I mean, it's great to see. Because Rubik's one of those heroes that you can make so many different plays, and it can be really flashy. So, that's been really exciting, I think, this tournament. Probably one of my highlights, personally, was how many good plays we've seen on that hero.
Yeah.
Especially Jinq on LGD yesterday. That was unreal.
Yeah, Jinq is unreal.
Ooh.
Okay. There's the Bloodseeker. So Bloodseeker's been a pretty popular pick. We've seen it with like Tiny. What did we see it with yesterday that was really impressive? I think it was LGD played it Undying, Puck, Anti-Mage, Rubik. No, sorry. That's the wrong...
yeah, wasn't it Vici that played it, I think?
That was the wrong... I was looking at the wrong series. No, it's still LGD. They played it Oracle, Magnus, Troll, Death Prophet. And then, did Vici play yesterday? No.
Yeah, they did. They played lower bracket.
Lower bracket round 2, yeah. There's no Tiny there. They played the Bloodseeker, but it wasn't with the Tiny.
Oh, I thought you just said what with the Tiny.
Okay.
Sorry, what with the Bloodseeker, but okay, so...
Maybe I did.
These picks are interesting. So what we've seen from Aster here is, like, we want all in on our Monkey King at the moment. We are the steroid team. We want steroids to come and hit us up. We got Empower, we got Ogre, with the Bloodlust. Vici, though, they go for this Sven, which I think is really strong at the moment. It obviously gives you the Warcry as well, which offers that resistance from physical damage with the bonus armor, which is going to be great against this lineup. The Sven also farms a lot quicker than Monkey King normally, but unfortunately this game is playing against Empower and Bloodlust. So normally you'd be worrying about your carry on Vici maybe falling a little bit behind the Monkey King, but because he's playing Sven, not so important. Oh my goodness.
Wow, we have not caught a glimpse on this hero in a little while. Actually, has he been picked in this event so far? No, he hasn't. Yeah, this is his first game. Wow. This far into the event, Necro's getting his first pick, and we've called for a couple Necro picks before.
This is really interesting because up against Bloodseeker and Sven, like, Necro is this really strong laner, right? Especially against Sven, I think that hero does really well in the laning stage. But as the game goes on, it's all going to be about how he can itemize. And ever since Sven got the talent that dispels on the Stormhammer, I feel like Necro's been nowhere near as good against this hero because it dispels off the Ghost Shroud whenever you throw the stun. Yeah. So if the Sven has God Strength and he is really farmed, he has the ability to blow that Necro up before he can even get the Ghost Shroud off, because you can't pre-cast it. while you know the Stormhammer's coming towards you.
And then if he even gets it off after, say, Stormhammer Bloodright, there's just no chance, right?
Yeah.
Or even, not even Bloodright, Telekinesis, just dealing with the stun lock that they have at the moment. But they still need a mid. I feel like they
need a 4 on Aster, and they need a mid on Vici, I think.
Could Vici go Storm, or is there too much lockdown here?
Well, it's an okay Storm game. They definitely need more damage in their lineup. I'd like to see them pick something that works well with the Bloodseeker, that he can spell amp as well. Maybe like a Lesh or something along those lines. Because we've seen Vici do that before for Ori.
Yeah. And then I'm just thinking of like Ori's previous games where he's played, the TA quite a bit recently. He's obviously super proficient on that Storm Spirit. So those two heroes definitely come to mind. And now Aster pick up Tusk.
Yeah, they need magic damage on Vici. Otherwise, what happens is both their cores only do physical damage. And then Aster itemize accordingly so that they don't die to physical damage. And the game's really hard. Like, Bloodseeker has nobody that he wants to Blood Rage and play with at the moment, which I think is really important.
Ooh, there it is. There it is.
Okay, so the Tusk, let's talk about this as well, because the Tusk is pretty good. It offers them some save, which they don't have in their lineup at all, which is really cool. My only worry for their lineup at the moment is that they don't have any way of dealing with GA. So when that GA goes off in a fight for Vici, Aster are kind of like, oh god, what do we do? They can... I don't think, the Giraffes massively won either way. We haven't seen a huge amount of Necro, so I don't really know what to think about this. But Necro Tusk is a really strong lane. You have Tag Team, you have the Death Pulse that can come through as well. And Omni Knight isn't the strongest laner, we've talked about this. So Sven might have a more difficult time than normal.
Would there be any chance that they lane Sven with the Rubik instead? Or are you just trying to have the Rubik with the Bloodseeker at all times?
I think you put the Rubik with the Bloodseeker still. I think you have to.
And those are on both sides, the 4 positions that will come around and come over mid at 4 minutes. They'll come around 5 minutes if they like. These are 4 positions that are going to make rotations. Honestly, from Aster, I could see the Ogre and the Tusk making rotations too. Maybe not so much the Omni Knight, but I say that, and we see DY move around the map pretty well, regardless of that fact.
I think we need DD to have a good game here for Aster, though, if they want to have a good time. Because, DD's had some really good performances so far this tournament. And I feel like Necro isn't really that, playmaking kind of hero. It's a little bit more static, right? And this Magnus, I think there's more pressure on DD to make these, things happen on the map. And, make the right rotations so he can play with his Necro, maybe, play his Tusk comes to him. But, I do think Aster need a little bit more time to come online as well. So I'm a little bit worried for them. If Vici, if this Lesh just starts running at towers, I'm not really sure how they deal with it early on.
Yeah, their tower push seems like it could be really devastating, and Aster may not have an answer for that, especially because we know Monkey King takes forever.
Yeah, and you have to remember, it's not just a Lesh. It's a Lesh with an Omni Knight sat behind it, with all that save and all that, Purge potential, GA potential.
So let's get into game 1 here. Lower bracket final, do or die, but that's what it always is in the lower bracket. It's for a chance to potentially dethrone LGD. Or it's a chance to try and dethrone LGD. So Bobica down here with XXS. We've seen some great games from Bobica, on top of which we've seen some great Tusk games, mainly from James. But now that Bobica plays this Tusk, we finally get to see the Bleak Hallucination and Bleak Hallucination gem,
30 seconds
which is great. You know how much I love talking cosmetics, and right now Mo is fixing his mic, so he can't even respond. This is amazing. I'm so happy. I get to talk about this Bleak Hallucination that looks so amazing. It goes with the trail of the Eternal Doom that Innocence has on his Undying. I'm pretty sure Sylar has that on his Lycan too. And then FY has it on his Rubik. Oh, he's back. He's back. I can't talk about cosmetics anymore. I'm sorry, guys.
Stop talking about cosmetics. Stop talking about lore. Only cool things here, please.
Cool things are those cosmetics. Come on.
Cosmetics aren't cool. Goddamn tryhards.
$10,000 cosmetics are
Oh,
cool.
is this the Bobica one you're talking about?
Yeah, the bleak hallucination.
Okay,
That's
that
the one
one's
that
actually
FY
pretty
has
cool.
on his Rubik.
That one's actually pretty good.
Yes.
It's also really trippy. I don't like it.
Let the cosmetic fuel you. Come to the cosmetic side.
So how are the lanes gonna go? You know how Monkey King normally has a decent lane? I feel like Bloodseeker with 5 armor should do a little bit better than most. But unfortunately, what happens is, you see what Monet just did there? He uses the Mischief to dodge the Blood Right damage that can come through in the laning stage. So this Bloodseeker, where it's normally this really strong laner because of the huge damage on Blood Right, against Monkey King, not so hot.
Yeah. How hard is it to dodge Blood Right with Mischief?
Not too difficult. Like, as long as you've practiced it at least a little bit, you should be able to reliably do it every time.
Because this is a lane that can really dump you down in HP, especially with Fade Bolt level 2 or something like that.
And this bot lane already, I feel like Sven already feeling the pain.
The thing is, though, he can't dodge every single Blood Right. Blood Right on a 12-second cooldown and Mischief on a 20-second cooldown.
Yeah, not if he spams it, but Bloodseeker tends to use like 1 per wave.
Trying to save himself on the mana. And then we take a look elsewhere. Taking a look over at bottom is DY and Bobica. They just continue to trade right clicks.
Yeah, they're just trying
Never
to block
really the
camps.
answer when tag team's there. Yeah. that's
Oh,
true, too.
but Bobica's pretending to body block it even though there's a sentry ward blocking it. Oh, that's cool.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean, this Sven is already struggling down in the bot lane. I mean, Monkey King is also not having a great time. Lift into Blood Right.
Lift and into the Blood Right. They've got the Fade Bolt. One more shot, but the stun from TMing ends up saving Monet just barely.
Yeah, he has to pop the salve though, and then he's going to get another salve from the Ogre because the original one got cancelled.
Boundless Strike. Blood Right once again. Didn't dodge it that time.
I don't think so.
Fire Blast thrown over at PYW, and all of a sudden this lane gets a little bit more difficult for Monet, considering he's got no more HP regen. But he does have Jingu, so...
When Bobica gets level 2 in the spot lane as well, I feel like they have potential to make plays.
Looks like Old 11 very willing to spam that Blood Right at the moment.
Oh yeah, he's fine. He has the Sage's Mask as well, which will turn into the Bassi, I'd imagine,
No.
to help with his mana. You see, he's just using it to secure range creeps.
Yeah, at the moment, not so much trying to kill Monet.
Rumble in the jungle. DD?
Ooh, stun hit! Ori didn't really have much to follow that up, though.
He has no regen on the mag either, and because the mag's so low, this Bloodseeker up in the top lane is absolutely loving life right now.
421 movement speed.
Radiant structures.
Okay, back down to 420.
DD?
He's in trouble.
Oh, he just got the bottle delivered on the courier.
4-minute rune. And the only one coming over at the moment is Bobica. And there's PYW, so we'll see what side of the river it's on. And it's bottom. It's a regen that Ori has no chance of stopping.
Thanks, Gaben.
So that's really good for DD in this lane, as he's been taking a lot of harassment.
Your attempt was
Level 3 for Old 11. He's enjoying his life at the moment. Gonna be level 4 in just a second.
You thought you were winning?
But Monet, 14 and 5. Him and the Sven are pretty low on CS. They've got the Fire Blast Blood Right down, looking for the Jingu to proc. Silence with the telekinesis throwing him back. All of a sudden, Monet Taking a lot of damage, looking to get the Jingu to
Oh,
proc on
courier!
old 11 too, and the courier ends up dropping. That's got his crown and a clarity.
Ooh.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So that's really sad.
To the impurities.
When they have Boundless up again soon, 8 seconds. Yeah, he can get the heal off the Jingu if he's patient. From the Boundless.
There's balance used again. Just
Spudstick
right clicking
is-
away at old 11.
I mean, Spudstick just has 7 armor though, like, it's ridiculous. Now Ogre might be in trouble here.
Yeah, Blood Right, Fire Blast, but PYW's got Fade Bolt available.
Bot lane,
in a
mid lane as
second.
well, mid lane.
They get the kill, they take a look over mid. Bobica's here trying to defend DD, but he ends up dying to DY. Ori falls to Bobica. Fight's happening in 2 lanes at the same time.
Yeah, DY and Bovic are both making rotations at the same time. Now DY skewed into tower. Ooh.
Dear.
Oh, he takes the rune, though.
The illusion.
Oh, did you see that? DY was like, oh my god, he's gonna cleave off the illusions and kill me.
That should help.
Has to like split up straight away. I didn't realise how quick Omni Knight was as a hero without boots. He has 310 movement speed.
Yeah.
Maybe that hero's better as a 5 than I thought then. I mean, obviously, I knew it was going to be good after watching all these Chinese teams do it, but...
Stun on an old 11. And there's the
Ooh.
snowball.
Blood on your hands.
With the balanced strike, they have the damage to get the kill.
Well, look at this Sven in the jungle, though, already. I mean, this Necro is absolutely dominating bot lane. Top of CS by a long way. Lane's going really well for Aster at the
7.
moment. I mean, this Necro is so far ahead of the Sven. Sven has 2,100 net worth, Necro has 3,700, and they're taking the stacks.
Radiant's bottom
dear.
tower is under attack.
Ooh, okay, a lot of damage on a Bobica as well as DD. Telekinesis and the Blood Right, they get the kill there onto the Magnus.
Alright, that's obviously not great for DD, but the fact he takes away quite a lot of that stack and all of it disappears in the end, they'll be okay with it.
Who's top the network?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still the Necro? By
Dire's
a lot.
structures are fortified.
Can I just say though as well, how many times have we seen teams fight over that stacked camp right there that we saw?
Dire's middle tower
feels like
is
Really
under attack.
depends, right?
It feels like every other
Bottom
game
tower
though.
is under attack.
Yeah. There are games where we're like, you guys got to fight over this stack, and then they don't. Obviously, they can't hear us.
Oh.
But then there's games where they really need to fight those stacks, and they
Radiant's
do, and it
bottom
turns into
tower
that.
is under attack.
Oh, the courier
Courier
again.
dead again.
Courier has been killed.
Rupture. Into the trees. Oh, calling blade? No.
Scanning.
I want to say that's 50-50, but I'd be
I
lying.
actually think he
Radiant's
misclicked on the
bottom
tree there because he
tower has
pinged it
fallen.
afterwards. That like he was like, oh, I think I meant to click this one. But yeah, they get a tower in the bot lane though. XSS absolutely destroying. There's nobody that they can send down here on Vici that deals with this Necro right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Really, until Sven's got 15, right?
DY?
DY? In trouble, Purification. Here comes the Mag, and they have the Reaper Scythe. Killing the Omni Knight. 4 heroes committed by Aster to get that kill onto the 5 position.
As if being a
Dire's
+5
top
wasn't
tower
hard
is
enough,
under
right?
attack.
And then
Now
you
you're
just
getting
die to the
Reaper
first
Scythe.
Reaper Scythe and you're dead for like 40 seconds
Dire's
at
Yeah.
9
top
minutes into
tower
the game.
has
You're like,
fallen.
guys, come on.
Radiant's middle tower.
Let me
is
play
They're
under
in our
Dota,
jungle,
please.
guys.
Radiant structures
Maybe
are
triple ping the
fortified.
jungle. Get your your feelings hurt.
Radiant's middle tower.
Got 4
is
heroes
under
mid.
attack.
We're gonna
Dire's
try
top
and take this
is under
tower.
attack.
Old 11 comes over. So secure away and they'll disperse.
I tell you what, though, I love how much more Aster are willing to make moves this game than we've seen from them at other points in this tournament. Like, they're actually trying to actively play the map like more aggressively. which is great to see.
Ooh, tree dance stolen. Okay. Guess that could help him farm a little bit with the Primal Spring.
They have any detection? No, they didn't. Oh, 11 just takes the Invis rune and walks off. He's got Atos coming as well on the Bloodseeker now.
That means they've got even more lockdown, Stormhammer, Telekinesis, Split Earth, Rod of Atos. A lot to deal with from Vici towards Aster. This Rubik would love to steal Empower.
Oh, this game he would for sure, yeah, with the Sven.
With the Sven, with the Bloodseeker.
With the
just give him
Omni
both.
Knight.
Yeah, Omni Knight becoming the carry.
Dire's middle tower
Oh, they
is
tree
under
dance together up in the trees. It's Crouching Tiger hitting dragon style
comes the
as they
Tusk
both
Bird.
dance in the trees. But here comes Bobica. Guardian Angel is used. Primal Spring down from the Rubik. Monet avoids the Balance Strike. They get that kill on a Monet, and he'll steal the Ignite. Bobica TPs, but not in time. Split Earth is there from Ori, and they get the kill onto 2.
EYW Ninja in action. That was sick.
Seriously.
Radiant's top tower
Have you seen that
is
movie
under
before?
attack.
I don't know why I'm asking if you've seen something. You literally just had this conversation.
Oh dear.
Such a famous movie, too. I saw that in
I have
theaters.
seen parts of it. I haven't seen the whole thing though.
Radiant's middle
That was literally the
tower is
movie
under
right there.
attack.
EYW finishes off with Aether Lens, which he's going to disassemble after he uses this Arcane Boots.
And into the trees, he'll be able to go again. Look at that. Not the worst thing in the world when you can jump into the trees and spot yourself a Monkey King. And then get the kill.
Old 11 top lane. They have the Atos on the Necro now. Oh no, he's Courier
boy.
again.
Got in the trees, buying some time, but nobody's here. So, he's dead. Reaper Scythe, 47 seconds. Not a fun time.
Yeah, there's the anti-fun spell again.
Remember when that spell used to be even more anti-fun?
Remember it used to take away buyback?
I think it should do that again.
I think you need to stop talking.
Dire are scanning.
That was literally one of the worst mechanics, I think. It was awful.
Dire structures are fortified.
It's one of the greatest mechanics
Oh,
of all
Monet.
time, as Monet gets caught a second time.
Oh, they have the Yules as well.
Radiant's
On the
top
left, if
tower
they
He
need
is
it,
is
so-
fallen.
still looking for that Battle Fury. Which
Yeah,
is
he's not-
interesting, considering he's got the Magnus.
Yeah, he had a decent
Dire's
start to the
middle
game,
Whoa.
didn't he?
is
But
under attack.
Sorry. DD flashed RP for no reason.
just chilling. You know, throwing warding shots, that's all.
It's not the cosmetic, so it's not a flashbang.
Oh, okay.
He's not trying to take B-site, you know?
What would our equivalent of flashbangs be in Dota? I'm trying to think of
I don't
something.
know.
I don't know. Oh, look at this ancient stack, though. Monet? Here we go. With the tag
Okay,
team, with
getting
the Empower.
involved.
I think Baboka's just stole a creep there. Monet's absolutely furious.
It's a tax, man. I don't know who stacked it, but if it's Bobica, it's a tax. Double tax.
I don't know, this game's gone pretty well for Vici, though, in the last few minutes. The Sven's gone completely untouched in the jungle. And now Erica almost has this Echo Saber on top of the Mask of Madness.
Yeah, he's been kind
Did
of
you-
quiet.
Did they just take shifts on the Ancients?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's travel next for the Leshrac? PYW going into the Blink Dagger. He still has the Tree
Dire's
Dance.
top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
And he's still been taking this tier 1 mid. And Aster's tried a couple times.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Telekinesis. And across and away. He's able to make up so much ground with that Tree Dance. but it's gone.
Dire's top tower
And there's the
is
Echo
under
Saber.
attack.
He's actually got God Strength. They might
Radiant's
defend
middle
this.
tower is under attack.
No,
It's a little
there's
bit
no way they
tough.
get there in time, but
Radiant's
they might be able
middle
to fight
tower has
afterwards.
fallen.
Rupture. DD running.
Radiant's
Probably
bottom
not the
tower
best
is
hero to
under
Rupture,
attack.
but now the Stormhammer out. They have RP. Question is, do they go for it? Snowball
Nice
over to the
snowball.
neutrals. Now they'll go with the Blood right down. That won't catch anybody. Tree Dance and Erica. He's a
Oh,
bit far
no.
out. Now he's in so much trouble, but the Stormhammer on a 2, it won't matter. Walrus Punch and the damage there from DD actually means they don't even need to use the RP to secure that kill.
You see, Exorcist doesn't even get the scythe off in time. He tried to go for the animation, but Sven died so quickly, it didn't even go off.
Yeah, that's
Now,
not good for Erica.
I want to address something early, because I think I've seen somebody say something in chat, which is, why is Monkey King going Battle Fury when there's a mag on his team? Which, normally, I'd 100% agree with. That's a really fair question.
Radiant's
Mm-hmm.
But
bottom
when you
tower is under attack.
use Wukongs and things and you're going Ags after the Battle Fury, those statues don't get the empower themselves. So it's really important you still build your own Battle Fury, so that those statues, when they spawn, do have the cleave themselves.
I think maybe we've seen Monkey King skip it once. I want to say. Snowball, Ori. He's got the Heavenly Grace. Walrus Punch comes out. Now the RP on a 2, which he didn't have to waste to kill the Sven earlier. Skewer back. Reaper Scythe in. They kill off Ori. They'll take out DY. XXS gets credit for both.
Huge kills. And now they can start to open up the Roche pit, I think, potentially with like one more good fight. You know, the good thing you can say for Vici about that is that it's on the other side of the map. So even though they get these 2 kills, they can't really do anything from it. But still a big win for Aster.
People not too happy about how you're treating me. Makes sense.
What?
Nothing.
Dire's middle tower is under
If you
What is
ask for that Reaper Scythe mechanic to come back, then I don't know what to tell you, so...
Yeah, all right, that's fair. Clumsy Net picked up for the Necro, so now he's got the Rod of Atos as well
Oh,
as the
God.
Clumsy Net and a Blink Dagger. Top 3 on the net worth are all from the side of Team Aster. You need to really make some space here for Erica.
They're playing really well, and when they get the low... Oh, good.
Fire Blast, UIW surrounded by 4.
What made you take use to the child?
Radiant are scanning.
Ooh, somebody said to our question of what is considered a flashbang in Dota, keep her the light blind. I would agree with that.
That's true.
Yules,
Oh, mid lane.
Blood right? Oh gosh,
Easy dodge.
look at that.
I like Bobica's inventory, personally, at the moment.
Mango, mango, mango.
It's just 8 mangoes, 1 phases.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Going for the Blink Dagger next though, and he's got it.
Haste!
So
Yeah,
I enjoy
they,
that.
I mean, they're going to have the hard save potential against the Sven stun coming in. They've got it. So, like, when somebody gets ruptured, they can just keep them in the snowball for, like, the max duration they can.
Ooh, missing XXS.
Close. Yeah, they need this Lotus Orb, though, on the Necro, so that when the Sven gets the Axe upgrade... Oh,
Wukong,
bot lane.
spot him. Erica in trouble. XXS throws the Reaper Scythe.
Wow.
Erica's game is now slowed down 70 seconds.
And they're just destroying them on Aster right now. Like, Vici are really struggling to have that, like, threat on the map at any point here. Aster, it feels like they're playing in, like, strong 2s or 3s. They're never playing by themselves. Oh.
RP.
Skewer.
That's good. Gets committed on old 11.
Nice.
We get another. Their movements around the map have been very impressive.
They're so clean, aren't they?
Yeah.
And, like, in comparison to what we saw from them towards the start of this group stage in this
Dire's
tournament,
top tower is
it
under
felt they were,
attack.
like, so slow, they were a little bit
Radiant's
lethargic
middle
with their
tower
movements.
is
This
under
game is
attack.
so night and day in comparison to
Radiant
that.
structures are fortified. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Scanning.
Just falling further and further behind, and Sven is going to respawn after the Bloodseeker.
Radiant's bottom tower has
I will say
fallen.
as well that it's cool to see this Necro pick working.
Yeah.
You know, when you see a new hero so late on in the
Dire's top tower
tournament,
is under attack.
nice to see it doing well.
Shutting down Erica. He is far behind the Monkey King's net worth. Necro's actually towards the top. And he's almost got that Lotus Orb.
That should help.
This is a struggle for Vici. Does slowing down the game even help them? I mean, obviously at 25, like, Leshrac can just take your buildings. But...
Yeah, I mean, the game's definitely not over yet. Like we've talked about, they have the Guardian Angel and stuff against all this physical damage from the Monkey and the Mag. But finding a team fight at the moment is really difficult for them because they don't have a great amount of catch on the Radiant side. They have like Atos on the Bloodseeker and a Lift. And a Sven stun that can get countered by Lotus Orb now. And there's the Axe on the Monkey King. Oh, Oga's just breaking the smokes.
Stormhammer, Rod, God Strength committed. Sven, though, I'm not sure where he really wants to go. They got the Split Earth to land onto the Ogre. Now the Telekinesis, but they've got Guardian Angel with the Reaper Scythe down on Erica. Doesn't get the kill, but he dies afterwards. Walrus Punch out onto Ori, who slows down Bobica, but getting behind him is the Magnus. Use that Rupture. They look over as they hit the RP onto this Leshrac. He's got the Heavenly Grace, but the Skewer away. He's ruptured and now dead. They might be able to save Ori, but I say that, and Snowball comes out. They still have vision of him, and they finally finish him off.
Can I just say how amazing that was, that Rupture? Because he got 4-staff before he skewered as well. So he basically just died to Rupture from about half HP.
It's not the way you want to do it.
And I think it was somebody on the Radiant side that 4-staffed him. Yeah, it was the Bloodseeker.
And he's going Ghost Scepter next.
Oh, old 11.
Troublesome for him. Getting the kill there onto the Bloodseeker as Reaper Scythe still on cooldown for 60 seconds more.
Dude, this Monkey King is so strong. With the Empower and the Bloodlust.
He's about to have Basher.
This guy lifts.
Yeah?
Or actually, when I say that, what I mean is he's pretending to lift, and then the Magnus and the Ogre are like either side holding it up for him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bobica's still hanging on to 8 mangoes. Going Deso next.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, though.
All wands will break.
It's the Bobica show. It's Bobica's world, and we're all just living in it.
I think, yeah, you just want to amp the physical damage of the Monkey King, though. I will say it's a bit all-in against the Omni Knight, but... I mean, the Guardian Angel
boy.
Fate...
Great charge from Bobica.
Yeah.
Boundless Strike. Now they've got the Skewer back. Really well done by DD. They're going to get both kills.
Got the blood on you.
DD has been on it with this Magnus. I know he just died skewering himself away. At the same time, though, he has had some great blink skewers.
Look how quickly this Roche dies with the tag team, with all this physical damage. Insane.
Roshan has fallen to the dungeon.
Where's Sven at? He's got Ags. He's got the Dispel. Going into the BKB.
But how
He's
is this
farming,
Sven?
but he's just not close.
Yeah, how is this Sven supposed to run into the enemy team? Like, even when he has Warcry on for the extra armor, like, there's a Lotus Orb on the Necro, so if they just reflect the Sven stun back because he doesn't have BKB, how is Erica supposed to stand and fight?
Not easily. Stormhammer. And there's the blink away from Bobica. Got a bit interesting there because it was very close to connecting on him. Looked like he kind of just vanished. And they're pressuring top. They're inside the Radiant triangle. Meanwhile, Radiant are down towards bottom. They'll pick up a Medallion on this Bloodseeker. He's going Solar Crest. And then Bloodstone for Leshrac. He went Yules, Bots, Kaya, and then, of course, that Kaya will turn into the Bloodstone.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's
Oh my
structures
goodness,
are
this tower.
fortified. Dire's bottom
They can't even get the
tower is
bot
under
tier 1
attack.
on Vici because they popped the glyph on Aster. And now DD's hunting.
It's the shockwave. Erica needs to be careful. Gets into the trees while the rest of the team snowballed. 11, he'll get his TP stopped. Reaper
no.
Scythe, 75 seconds. He does have buyback, but that is a long time dead again.
Got it.
This is not a fun time to get Reaper Scythe. And it happened, what, twice in a row to Erica? Or twice during this game for Erica, where that early game, he just got his farm completely slowed down.
Yeah.
Tree
But that
Dance,
lane-
ooh, Primal Spring. They've got the
Yes,
Split Earth,
Aegis.
though. They've got the damage. Telekinesis. They get the first life out of the hands of the Monkey King. XXS
That's
is
so
moving forward. They pop the
early.
Guardian Angel. Yeah, it's very early, but they land the two-man stun, and they won't move forward afterwards. They'll retreat to their stairs.
I mean, they get the Aegis, which is really good. But,
They didn't really expend much for it
Radiant's
either.
middle
well,
tower
they
is
used
under
GA.
attack. Radiant structures
which
are
is
fortified.
still down for 140 seconds.
Yeah. That's barely anything. Oh, it's actually a big key to their team fights.
Yeah, they're not fighting into this Monkey
Radiant's
King without
middle
GA.
tower has
It's
fallen.
just not happening.
There's the Empower stolen. Okay.
Oh, nice. Now Sven has Cleave. Awesome.
Does Cleave...
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Don't
Go
ask me how it
together.
stacks, because I don't know. I don't know whether it's additively or multiplicatively. That's a long word. I can't say that either.
Multiplicatively?
Multiplicatively, yeah.
Yeah. Chat, your turn. Try it at home. Tell us how you
Say
do.
it like 5 times in a row really quickly.
So, 11k up. We've seen Sven's bring it back before. Chat interaction time, even though we just did a little bit of it. Press 1 if you think Aster are just going to take it home. Or press 2 if you think Vici can come back.
There's a fight coming here, so you better choose quickly.
Renovato, Stormhammer, Telekinesis with the Fade Bolt. They get the kill on a TMing. They also use the Rupture on a XSS. So they're going to chase the Necro or think
comes the
about it.
Wukongs.
Monet with the Wukongs. Now XSS taking a lot of damage. The Splitter with Flames. They get the kill on the Necro. They look over at... Oh, the stolen RP! PYW! They get the kill on a Monet. They end up losing Erica. The BKB gets popped by DD. Now Bobica falls. They'll look over at the Magnus, and they'll take out the entire side of Aster. I hope you put your numbers in fast, because that was a quick turnaround from Vici. PYW, we talk about Rubik performances, it seems like every day.
Dire's bottom tower is under
All it takes is one good RP. And not just when you're playing Magnus, when you're playing Rubik as well.
God.
Dire's middle tower.
All
is
the
under
one
attack.
pickers nervously sweating in chat right now.
That was crazy.
But you can see how much extra damage the Sven did with Empower. That was crazy.
Rip through these people.
Because he effectively there, what Rubik's done is become Magnus by empowering his carry, then RPing for his carry to do damage.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And another, you could pick the same hero on different teams.
What does he have on Rubik now? Is it Force
Magnus
or Glimmer?
took 2,000 damage from Sven.
Dire's
Yeah?
middle tower is under attack.
I will say though that fight started really poorly because they Lotus Orbed the Ogre after the Sven stun had hit. And then it meant that they didn't have the Lotus Orb for the rest of the fight on the Necro, so like he instantly gets ruptured and there's nothing he can do.
Lotus Orb, not the longest of cooldowns, but that fight ended in the blink of an eye.
Sometimes Sven be like that.
Double desolation.
And he's almost got this BKB.
Yeah, and the
1400
big thing is now
people
Ori almost has the Shivas as well. And so you have the minus healing effect from the Monkey King. Obviously, the raw armor's going to be really good this game, so they're not so quite reliant on GA.
I also want to just point out, Rubik still has RP, and it's up in 5 seconds.
Oh no.
So they could look to fight.
I can't wait to see the numbers come in and then everybody be like, oh my god.
How long does RP last, by the way?
How long does it last?
With Arcane Supremacy.
40%, 50%, 5, no, with 50% 5. 5, so it's like 5 seconds, just over.
Yeah, alright.
Sorry, I had to do the working out loud there to prove that I was actually doing it.
Oh my god. 4K lead. What was it? 11K? I can't wait to look over at chat and just see the numbers come in. There's the Shivas. So the game basically sits back at even. You look at where Ori's net worth is. Sven could still
Did they?
look to, you know.
Did they have GA for that bot jungle fight as well? I don't think they did they? Because it was still on cooldown.
I don't believe so.
Oh, my game just crashed. Okay.
Happens.
If something happens now, something big, I swear to God, I'm not going to be happy.
Rubik still is RP, but not for that long.
Beacop, tell him to wait. Tell him to wait.
And they're holding, but they smoke.
Oh God, quick! I'm coming. I'm trying. I'm coming.
With Erica showing over bottom, I just have this weird feeling. Well, RP is just gonna run out. Oh, maybe not. They're gonna come in. Both teams. Tianming stuns up Old 11. DD waiting in the wing. They've got the Wukongs down as well as the Abyss Blade used on Ori. Ori in some trouble with the Guardian Angel getting used, but there's the stolen RP that gets thrown down onto so many heroes, and here comes Erica. Monet XXS, see you later. You're taken out of the fight almost immediately with the 2 clicks from Erica. They got DD on the run. They'll take out Tianming.
Wow.
And this is a 3-0 in the favor of Vici. The game is even. Bobica may not even make it out. You look at how fast Old 11 is running because DD is still walking back to the base. He does. With a blink. Typical Bobica. Not gonna let you get that +1 too easily. That stolen RP was on,
Dire's middle tower.
oh, I don't know, a fraction of a second lasting. And then they just take these buildings, and Ori's not even 25 yet. On the high ground they go.
Dire's middle tower
Wow.
is under attack.
Walls will break.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
On to the racks they go.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Sorceries avail.
2K lead now for Vici. Empower for Rubik. Happy to hand that over to the Sven. Did you give it a DY? Is DY allowed to have that?
Illusion.
So PYW. Sitting in the wing. He's got the Empower. Meanwhile, I fell into Old 11 with Reaper Scythe. 115 seconds.
Feast for the flesh fly.
Oh boy. That is a long time to be dead. 1K lead for Vici, and well, Bloodseeker hoping he won't have to use that buyback. That's for sure. Take a look at the BKB about to be finished for Ori. DY's got himself the Ghost Scepter as well as Guardian Greaves shipped out and finished. Ags being built for Rubik because PYW loves to steal things and throw them back in such a majestic fashion. And Erica going into the Silver Edge. Finally, the Solar Crest there for the Necro. I say finally, but it was Old 11 who I saw are initially building that Solar Crest. They'll go into Roche and kill DY's Courier. So, Aegis Cheese, buyback gets used. Stormhammer and the damage on the TMing with the God's Strength. He's hitting for plus 492. Continues to run in. Stormhammer on both the Monkey King as well as the Tusk. Down goes Monet. Can't get the save. They've used RP, but it doesn't garner results. They look over at Bobica. There's the Stormhammer. Finishes him off, and now they'll go into Roche.
Roshan has fallen. to
Take the
rage.
Aegis. Take the cheese. Ori getting close to 25. Wow. Vici coming back with a vengeance. And they might even look to finish the game. I don't think they know that Monet doesn't have buyback. This is a big, big problem for Aster.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So now go up towards the top lane, go for the tier 3. Glyph is no longer.
Is under attack.
Diabolic Edict, not level 25, but still rolling and taking the tier 3, looking for the set of racks. 26 bloodstone charges for Leshrac. Wow. Vici. They got the mid melee, they got both up towards top, and there's the silver edge for Erica. The answers are not looking like many here for Aster, and it's a big problem, but the game's not over in any sense. You can still land an RP, just like we saw and have seen PYW do that for his team. We could see DD do it for his team, and then the damage from the Monkey King, we'll see if he can even get into these fights, because in that last exchange over by the Roche pit, Stormhammer just came out from the Sven, and that was it. 2-shot, 3-shot, the Monkey King as well as the Tusk, and took them both out. So you really need to find the right positioning for the Monkey King. See if Necro can get in there. Maybe take somebody out with a Reaper Scythe. Hopefully for them, someone who doesn't have the Aegis. But it does look as though Vici want to continue to push and pressure bottom. So Erica and the rest of Vici, they'll start to put and pressure, like I said, over bottom, or put that pressure on over bottom, and force a fight, and like I said, potentially take the game. So Ori farms this ancient stack. He's got himself level 25, has the extra Diabolic Edict explosions. PYW working with Skewer at the moment. He buys the Aeon disc. I think you wanted to go for that Axe, but doesn't have anything queued up. Potentially thinking this game might end right here, right now.
Dire's bottom tower has
They get
fallen.
through the bottom lane pretty quickly. And here they go, onto the tier 3, onto the final full set of racks. They still have that range rack sitting mid. Aster looking to make a last stand over in the bottom lane. DD, oh, great telekinesis. They've got the rupture, they'll use the God Strength. The right clicks come in on a DD. He'll end up dead for 85 seconds. He does have buyback. Rod of Atos comes through under the Necrophos. Now Abyssal Blade used on Ori. He's got the Aegis. The BKB gets used. Rod of Atos, Bloodstone surviving. Wukong's down. But the Force Staff back isn't going to get him away. Skewer back into the Wukong. They've got the Guardian Angel. There's the Reaper Scythe. That doesn't do enough damage to get the Konopobica. They'll lose the Tusky buyback immediately. But they're taking out these heroes tenfold. Down goes XSS, DD, and Monet. They all don't have buyback. They'll find their attention on the TM Ming. And GG is called by Aster. Vici complete the comeback. Wow. Ultra kill for Erica to finish that one off.
Production, tell if my mic is working, please. I don't know what happened for the last 10 minutes. I'm really sorry, because after that second RP from PYW, my whole computer blue screened. So
he broke your computer as well.
My whole computer blew up after that second RP turnaround. And I really wish I could have seen the rest of that game, because oh my god, it looks like there were some crazy things that happened.
Yeah, PYW on it again. That last fight over bottom, DD getting lifted as he tries to blink Skewer. Ori and Erica back into the base, just trying to get somebody. But really, it's the PYW show again. Like,
this guy's
how many
so
times are we
good.
going to see Rubik's save games? Because it's been a theme. We've seen